Good morning, students. Best wishes to everyone. In the last video, we learnt how different denominations stressed on the national feelings through their national sentiments. After the defeat of Napoleon, the middle class or educated elites wanted to overthrow the monarchy system and to establish a democratic republic. The development of nationalism did not come about only through wars and territorial expansion. It was also spread through culture, romanticism, and languages. Hence, in this video, let us study how the nationalism was spread through culture, through different dances, music, folklores, and languages. The age of revolution 1830 to 1848. The period between 1830 and 1848 was marked by a lot of tensions and turmoil in Europe. Europe had witnessed the dramatic rise of two philosophies, liberalism and conservatism. We have already studied how Europe had witnessed the dramatic rise of two philosophies, liberalism and conservatism, who had different thoughts and different actions. The liberal nationalist or the educated middle class, that is professors, school teachers, clerks and members of the commercial middle classes, planned ways to overthrow monarchy and bring in a government of the people. Hence, Europe saw a series of revolutions in Italy, Germany, Poland, Turkey, and Ireland. As conservative regimes tried to consolidate their power, liberalism and nationalism came to be increasingly associated with revolution in many regions of Europe, such as the Italian and German states, the provinces of the Ottoman Empire, Ireland and Poland. And these revolutions were led by the liberal nationalists belonging to the educated middle class elite, among whom were professors, school teachers, clerks, and members of the commercial middle classes. In 1821, in the Greek War of Independence, the Greeks began a nationalist movement. Nationalists in Greece got support from other Greeks living in exile, and also from many West Europeans who had sympathies for ancient Greek culture. The English poet Lord Byron organized funds and later went to fight in the war, where he died of fever in 1824. Finally, the Treaty of Constantinople of 1832 recognized Greece as an independent nation. Poets and artists lauded Greece as the cradle of European civilization and mobilized public opinion to support its struggle against Muslim empires. Greece had been part of the Ottoman Empire since the 15th century. The growth of revolutionary nationalism in Europe sparked off a struggle for independence amongst the Greeks, which began in 1821. The first upheaval took place in France in July 1830. The Bourbon kings, who had been restored to power during the conservative reaction after 1815, when Napoleon was defeated, were now overthrown by liberal revolutionaries who installed a constitutional monarchy with Louis Philippe as its head. The conservative Metternich once remarked in his speeches that when France sneezes, the rest of Europe catches cold. It's a very important sentence. When France sneezes, the rest of Europe catches cold. That means here, when people of France raise for any wars and fight for republic, the whole European countries will be alert. So the July Revolution led to Belgium breaking away from the United Kingdoms of the Netherlands. The last year we have studied about the different types of revolutions, and July Revolution, which happened in the month of July in France, was named as July Revolution, led to Belgium breaking away from the United Kingdoms of Netherlands. The romantic imagination and the national feelings. How through romantic imagination and romanticism, people started spreading the national feeling among the illiterate people, because during that time, during the revolution's time, most of the people were not educated, and whatever was written in the books and magazines were read before these uneducated people. The educated ones used to gather these people, and they used to read the books and the novels and the newspapers, and they were educating the illiterate ones in the whole of Europe. So the European countries, the people in European countries, the philosophers, the educated ones started using the romanticism, using stories, using music, poetry, and culture, language, local language, vernacular languages were used as the medium of expressing their national feeling, because the educated ones were not able to understand what was going on. So the educated ones started expressing their views through stories and musics, through poetries and dances, through romanticism and vernacular language. They started expressing the national feeling to the illiterate ones. So culture also played an important role in creating the idea of the nation. Art and poetry, stories and music helped express and shape nationalist feelings. Romantic artists and poets generally criticized the glorification of reason and science and focused instead on emotions, intuition and mystical feelings. Intuition and mystical feelings. Intuition means the feeling that comes within a person. A person experiences something. When we get hurt, we are endued to feel pain. So in the same way, the pain or the national feeling or feeling that comes within, and mystical feelings. German philosopher Johann Gottfried Herder claimed that true German culture was to be discovered among the common people. The common people were called as Das Volk. He said that culture was one of the medium to find or to discover the national feeling among the people. It was through folk songs, folk poetry and folk dances that the true spirit of the nation was popularized in the whole of Europe. When Poland was separated from the great powers, Russia, Prussia, and Austria, the national feelings were kept alive through music and language. Even after the Poland was divided from the great powers Russia, Prussia, and Austria, the feeling of a nation or the national feelings were kept alive through the music and languages in the life of the people in Poland. So, Karol Kurpinski celebrated the national struggle through his operas and music, turning folk dances like the Polonaise and mazurka into nationalist symbols. So you can see different poets and different philosophers and the musicians started spreading the national feeling through their own compositions. So, language also played an important role in developing nationalist sentiments. After Russian occupation, the Polish language was forced out of the schools and the Russian languages was imposed everywhere. When Russia won the revolution, after the Russian Revolution, the language of Polish which was followed in the schools, which was followed in the instructions in the schools and the colleges, were removed. And when this language was removed, the Russians emphasized the Russian language into the medium of instruction. And the Polish was used for church gatherings and all religious instructions at that time. But when priests and bishops used to use the language in the church gatherings and they used to preach the Bible in the Polish language, as a result, a large number of priests and bishops were put in jail or sent to Siberian jail by the Russian authorities as punishment for their refusal to preach in Russian language. Because the Polish language was followed there, Russian language was a new language for people. People were not able to understand the language of Russia. When priests and bishops were preaching in the churches, the local people could not understand it in the language or in a new language of Russia. So they could understand only Polish language. So that is why the priests and bishops continued using Polish language in their preaching in the churches. But the Russian authorities did not like it and they forced the priests and bishops to use the Russian language in their preaching in the churches. But when they were not following it, the priests and bishops were arrested and put in the jail. So the use of Polish came to be seen as a symbol of the struggle against Russian dominances. So when Russia started occupying the European countries, when Russia won the revolution, then slowly Russian authorities started enforcing the Russian language in the whole of the territories which was annexed by Russia. And there the common language, the local language Polish came to be seen as a symbol of the struggle. That's all for today's learning. The next video we will be studying about the hunger, hardship, and popular revolt, and the revolution of the liberals, and we will study about the unifications. So thank you for listening, and next for some days I will be engaged in correction work. I'm on duty uh, of correction, so I will not be able to send um, videos or lesson plans for some days. So till then, you do your bending works in the copy and do better and learn the chapters that are taught to you. Okay, thank you, have a nice day. So I will meet you after some 10 days.